Give it up for Cliff. Thank you, Cliff. Good stuff. Okay, so we just took care of the East Coast. Now we're going to move on to the West Coast, kind of. We're going to do an East Coast, West Coast comparison in a way. But we're going to bring out my newest friend. I met this guy actually on my last trip to LA when I attended NAMM. He didn't go to NAMM with me, but this guy reached out because he'd seen my work. And he said, hey man, I've been watching you for a while. I want to give you a ride and you know, pick you up from the airport, take care of you. This guy, tops, good people. And thank you, by the way. In front of everybody, thank you. Give it up for Chris Bedke. A creative sound, someone's on his shirt. Oh, and before Chris goes on, give it for Big Mike, the sound guy, who requested to be in the seminar. Oh. Susan, here, I'll talk to Susan. Wait, she hung up? Stop.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of background about how I started. I grew up in Southern California. I'm 37. Grew up in Arcadia, which is just west of Los Angeles. Grew up there. I moved to Maryland because my dad got a job working the Hubble Space Telescope. All the photos, if you've ever seen the Hubble, any of the photos from the Hubble, he actually runs the photo lab for that.
Cool.
Not anymore, we're all in California, and they laid him off 2 years before retirement, no severance pay. Long story, sucks, corporate BS. So anyway, so I started kind of as a bedroom DJ when I was 13, started buying records. My first record was Cool in the Gang, Get Down on It. Like listening, actually I saw a mobile DJ. My aunt and uncle got married. First time I'd ever seen a mobile DJ. And it was cool, he had turntables and it was really good. It was a Japanese guy that was a firefighter friend of my uncle's. And did a really good job, and that kind of inspired me. So I started buying records and trying to emulate what I saw him do. And before I knew it, I was 14 years old and had about 345 records. Nice little decent collection. Didn't really do anything. For Christmas, got a DJ mixer and then started playing around in the bedroom. My first job was at McDonald's, probably like most people. Every paycheck went out and bought something DJ related. By the time I was 17, I had a full-blown sound system. EV sound system, nice amps, had a full light show. I had 8 light water cans, helicopters, the whole thing. CDs had just come out. My first mobile gig, I had over 300 CDs. So it's pretty impressive. So anyway, so I worked in Baltimore. My big break happened when I met a guy that was a ice skating rink DJ. And he didn't work every night at the ice rink. He was in University of Maryland, broadcast journalism. Was doing the Terrapin games, so he needed me to cover. So I started doing these ice rinks, and it was 900 kids, just getting around in a circle for 2 hours. No big deal. Highlight of the night was stop skate, turn around, go the other way. Watch them all fall down. It was pretty funny. So anyway, so it started out as an ice skating DJ, and my career path was not to be a DJ. I actually wanted to be a firefighter paramedic. And I did become a firefighter as a volunteer. Became a paramedic as a volunteer. They pay for all your training. If I was to pay for it, it would have been like 10 grand. So did all that as a volunteer. And little by little, the DJ business just kind of started taking off. Wasn't a plan, never dreamed I was going to be a DJ. But through the owner of the ice rink, I met another guy that was a real interactive DJ in Baltimore, Bobby Nick. He's one of the first guys, and there's some other guy from the Midwest that anybody who's been at these DJ conventions for years and years, some guy with silver hair walked around with an Energizer battery pack and was doing like the robot. I don't know if anyone's ever seen, I don't remember the guy's name, but kind of like Bobby Nick. Bobby Nick would wear wigs, do the Natalie Cole, Nat King Cole with a wig on his hand, do the unforgettable thing. So he's the guy that taught me how to be the adult interactive side, how to get out with the crowd, maybe electric slide, things like that. So through him helping me learn my skill, and again I was only 18, learning how to work the adult crowds, slowly bloomed into a DJ business. And it turned into a monster. Within 5 years, we were a multi-system entertainment company with 10 systems. I had 25 guys. They were all on my payroll. We had all identical systems. We were using all Denon, which were the first dual CD players that came out. And then eventually all Pioneer. Started out with 700s and then the 1000s. So it turned into a real thing. The differences I've noticed since I moved back to California, and it was ultimately my reason for moving back to California, is I just didn't like the East Coast. Didn't like it. And there's a bunch of people here from the Northeast. Who's here from Northeast? Any Marylanders?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you? Oh yeah, you're moving back, right? Okay. Okay. Well, there's a phenomenon in Maryland. People from other places call them Baltimoreans. I don't know what it is. They have this amazing thing that happens when it snows. It's called a white sale. They go to the store, and it could just be 2 inches of snow. They go to the store, and they buy up all the bread, all the milk, and all the toilet paper. Okay, Maryland is not in the snow belt. Okay, they're on the rain snow line. Okay, so at the most they get 1 or 2 inches of snow. If they get lucky, if the storm comes up the East Coast and there's cold air in place, they might get a foot. I think the most I've ever saw when I lived there was maybe a foot of snow. It's not the end of the world. You're not going to be trapped. You don't need to go to the store and buy 20 rolls of toilet paper and all the milk. But that was one of the things that always caused a problem. Every year, Valentine's Day, and we did a lot of schools because of this ice rink that we did. We added one system, then another, and another. We had all the kids in the county would go to this ice rink. There was nothing to do but this ice skating rink. So we had all these kids, and one by one, we started getting all the middle schools. Every year, it would always snow on Thursday night before Valentine's.